saw you here last night.
Well, he was bound to find out sooner or later.
He's absolutely livid. He'll be here any moment. Here?
I'm sure he'll listen to reason.
Father never listens to reason, Rachel. Besides, what is reasonable about this? Felicia, just come home right now before...
No! I have work to do. I have a purpose here. These people treasure my help and value my opinions. And that's more than Father ever did.
Well, Felicia, I guess that's your choice then. I tried to warn you. Good evening, Rachel.
Hi, Rose. Maybe it would be better if you swapped jobs with someone in the kitchen. You'd be less visible.
Good idea.
Things certainly seem friendlier than they were a few weeks ago.
Yes, wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, they tell me the saloons are emptier
Well,
too.
Pastor Gray will be very pleased.
Yes, I spoke with the surgeon this afternoon.
And,
It doesn't look good.
well, when do you think he'll be back?
He's not coming back.
Matilda, his work here is so important. Who's going to? Oh, no, Matilda, I have my own flock to tend to. I couldn't possibly. Oh, hello, Lori.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, you're perfectly fine. We were just on our way to the kitchen.
Oh, well, I just made a fresh pot of coffee.
Oh, wonderful.
Well. Look who we have here. There once was a lass whose name was Lorene, who did things rather obscene.
What do you want?
You know what I want.
I don't do that no more. And even if I did, it wouldn't be with you.
Oh, getting kind of uppity, aren't you, girl?
The back to me is mine. It's got my name in it.
Yes, sir. Lorene's got herself some shiny gold religion. Why don't we step outside so you can baptize me?
Felicia!
Oh, Father! You want to help me peel these potatoes?
Come home now, Felicia.
Father, I can't.
Now!
I can't do that, Father.
Have you taken leave of your senses? What are people going to think?
Father, could we talk? I really think that
We don't need to talk, young lady.
Actually, I think we do. All my life, I've done what you want, Father. This is something I want.
You don't know what you want.
Well, yes, I do know.
Don't
what
you
I
dare sass me, young lady!
I'm not sassing you, Father. I'm trying to talk to you.
I can't do anything about your cousin Virginia, but by God, I can do something about
Father,
you!
please, I want you to hear what I have
I'm
to
not
say.
about to listen to any of your foolish notions!
You never have listened, Father.
The carriage is waiting outside. I want you in now!
Goodbye, Father.
Felicia! Come back here this instant, young lady! Felicia! Stir. Burke, you fool! I can't afford to be seen with you. How did you even find me? You did not go to my house.
No, I didn't go to your house. See that fancy carriage is outside.
You were supposed to leave the path.
That's what I'm here to tell you. We couldn't find her.
It wasn't at her house.
No, it wasn't at her house or her office. She did it away somewhere.
Shreds. Now she'll be on the alert.
No, she won't.
What do you mean?
We walked in on her. We had to,
You had to what?
stop her.
What did you do?
Hit her with the sap. Went down like a hot brick.
You incompetent moron. Have you any idea what you...
Henry!
Mary?
Henry!
Mary, what is it?
Alexandra Powers, what's happened? Burglars.
Burglars, Mary.
She went back to her office this evening. She must have walked in on Henry. They hit her. She won't wake up.
Where is she now?
The hospital.
Excuse me, Mary. I'll see what I can do.
Yes, of course.
It's horrible. I ran all the way here.
Mary, it's going to be fine. She's in God's hands. Mr. Sterling,
Oh, good evening, Henry. Mary.
surprising to find you here.
I'm looking for Felicia. Have you seen her?
No.
Mary, you look distraught. Is there anything I can do?
I've just come from the hospital. It's horrible.
Ah, yes, Miss Powers. It's a terrible thing, isn't it? Well, good evening.
Evening. Are you okay? Mary, listen to me. Are you sure?
Yes, I just need to sit here for a moment. Henry,
Yes.
he's sympathized.
Why wouldn't he?
How would he know?
He's the president of the railroad, Mary. I'm sure the night watchman must have called on him.
Possibly.
We'll say a prayer in his powers tonight. It's going to be fine.
No violence. I told you no violence. A simple burglary, that's all. She walked in on us. She surprised us. What if she dies? If she dies, she can't rat on you.
But the documents, they'll still be out there somewhere. Maybe in a bank safe or under the mattress.
Please check the mattress. It isn't there.
Lucian! Lucian Sterling! Lucian Bartholomew Sterling.
Mr. Chase.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Interrupting?
You seem to be... My mistake. No one's there. This is rather an unusual place to find you, isn't it?
I might say the same about you. Pursuing a story.
It could turn into it. Want to hear what I've got so far?
No.
Please. You're going to want to hear this story. My story, Mr. Sterling, is a fish story. Do you like fish stories? Once upon a time, there was a medium-sized fish in a very, very big pond. And this medium-sized fish stumbled across some information, a packet of documents, letters, bills of lading, proof that his company broke the law. Makes a habit of it, in fact.
Really, Mr. Chase? I had no idea you wrote fiction as well.
You know what they say about fiction, Mr. Sterling? It doesn't hold a candle to the truth. So the medium-sized fish goes to his boss, the very biggest fish in the very big pond, and tells him what he's got. And the very biggest fish says, "Good job. Bring it to me. I'll take care of it."
Be very careful, Mr. Chase.
Oh, I am always careful, Sterling. So the medium-sized fish feels pretty good. He's done the right thing. He goes home to take another look at the documents and sees. On closer inspection, they incriminate the very biggest fish, his very own son.
The documents are the proof, then.
Of course.
Be too bad if they turned up missing.
Yes, it would. But look, in my story, the medium-sized fish gives the documents to a reporting fish who intends to publish them.
What do you want?
Two things: power and revenge.
Really, Mr. Chase? You couldn't be any more imaginative than that? Everyone wants power and revenge. Be more specific.
I am better at the newspaper business than anyone that I know, especially Miss Norman with her Jesus journalism.
Congratulations. Get to the point.
I want you to invest in the town's newest newspaper, mine.
Done.
And I want Henry Maxwell hurt.
What has Henry ever done to you, sir?
I was engaged to the richest woman in the state, and then Maxwell starts up in his step's excrement, and suddenly, she's too good for me. Next thing I know, Miss Norman gets religion and gives me the sack.
I can't do anything about Virginia.
It's too late for that. You can something about Maxwell. That fellow I saw, he does things for me.
Lots of people do things for me.
Big election's coming up in a few months. Norman and Maxwell are backing a new tilt. People who've never held office before. Dreamers.
They are amateurs, Mr. Chase. Nothing more. Hardly worth your bother.
They are pledge group members. They plan to shut down your precious saloons. Got enough people down here in the rectangle hot enough to spit. Here's my idea. You pay people, like your friend there, to mix in with the crowd down. Get them stirred up.
I don't have to pay anybody. People are already stirred.
Well, then stir them up more. Stay on them about it and don't let up. Tell them lies about Maxwell's budget. Not little lies, big lies. The big lies are harder to kill.
A campaign.
Exactly. Come election night, we'll have a low-class mob, sore as a boil, and ready for trouble. And then you open your saloons to them. Free drinks all around. Tell me here the vote's gone against the saloons. Cry a few crocodile tears about them closing down. That'll stir them up pretty good.
You have this all figured out, don't you?
And then, when you've gotten mad and drunk, tell them who's responsible for it. Henry Maxwell and his pledge group. And then turn them loose. They ought to have this tent down by midnight.
So let me get this straight. I get my packet of documents, and in return, I set you up with your newspaper and a mob to destroy Maxwell.
No. You set me up with the newspaper and the mob. Then you'll get your packet.
Done. You have my hand on it. Come by the bank in the next day or two, and we'll make arrangements for your presses and whatever else you need. I trust the package is in a safe place.
Very safe. In fact, there's no point in looking for it.
Then our business is finished here, sir.
Well, our business may be finished, but I have some unfinished business with a certain sweet little tart.
Roland, you scared me. What are you doing home on a Friday night?
Well, I don't always go out.
True. You stayed home Christmas Eve.
Yes, I did. Where's your shawl?
I gave it to Lorene. She tore her dress, and wasn't she here?
I don't think so.
Well, she was going to spend the night here. When she didn't come back to the service,
I've been waiting for you to come home. A letter came for you.
A letter?
From Calvin Bruce.
Oh, let me see it.
Wait just a minute now. I demand to know Dr. Bruce's intentions toward my baby sister.
Completely honorable, I assure you, Roland. Now give me that letter.
Oh, very well. After I read it.
Roland!
Does he send me best regards? Does he say you're certainly fortunate to have such a wonderful and dashing brother?
Roland, shush.
Does he say that Roland would make such a fine husband for Rachel? You should put in a word for him. Does he say that?
When's election week? Calvin has business in Kansas City during election week. He can spend time with me, Roland. Without
lives in Chicago, and you live in Raymond. What sort
Wait
of...
till I tell Lorraine. She'll be so excited. I can't imagine where she's got to. I had a pollution stop at her boarding house, but she wasn't there today.
Virginia?
She's never missed a service, though. It's odd, don't you think?
Ginny.
Of course, she might have not had another dress to wear. We were going to Kansas City tomorrow to find her some things. That's why she was staying the night here. I don't think that she
Virginia!
would come.
I wouldn't hold out too much hope for Lorraine. I mean, after all, her background.
Robin, that's not fair.
It's just that change. This kind of change is very hard, and Lorraine's been a...
A what, Roland? Marine's been a what?
Jenny.
A prostitute? Well, it's true, but
What did you say?
really, grandmother, your sense of the dramatic is badly misplaced.
My sense of the
Lorraine
dramatic.
attends church services every night of the week. And the
A
pledge room-
harlot? You've been seen in the company of a
But
harlot?
grandmother, she's changed. She's different
What's a
now.
harlot? Always a harlot.
Like
I will
Mary
not-
Magdalene.
What are you trying to say?
What's the verse? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone.
Roland Page, I am ashamed of you.
I am very proud of you.
I don't know the Bible as well as Virginia or Lorraine. They've been at it long. Are you without sin, grandmother?
I never. You of all people judging me.
I'm not judging you, grandmother. Judge not lest ye be judged. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I think people can change. Even the worst people. At least, I hope they can.
To expose good
Like
Christians.
good Christians. Like Lucian Sterling, who attends church services because they're good for business.
How dare you? Lucian Sterling has made great contributions to First Church. Why, two of the same
Have
person.
his name on them and tasteful yet easy to read script. Yes, I know. Look here, I've made a few mistakes in my life.
Roland, would you get that, please?
I'm not leaving you.
I will be fine now. I've never been prouder of you.
Virginia, I will not have that lower class trollop under my roof.
It is not your roof, grandmother. It is my roof. This is my house. You are my guest, and you may remain my guest for as long as you like. But you will follow my rules. Is that understood?
How dare
I asked you a question. Lorraine! Lorraine, what happened?
She'll be fine. No bones broken, but she's been badly beaten and...
And what? Bring me a sponge and a basin of warm water. Now! Lorraine,
Miss
I'm
Virginia,
right here, Lorraine.
I missed this
Oh,
birthday.
it's all right, don't cry.
My dress got torn.
Lorraine,
I went home to change it.
Lorraine,
I didn't get there though. He came up from behind me.
who did?
No, I told him no. I don't do that no more.
Who did this to you?
He was real drunk. I could smell him so fierce.
Lorraine, tell me.
Be still, he said. Just be still and nobody will be hurt.
Who did this?
I just kept staring at me and hitting me. And then he...
You're safe now, Lorraine, you're safe. We won't let anything happen to you.
Lorraine, who did this to you?
I don't know.
Try to
I
remember.
don't know. It was dark.
That'll do. In the morning, Roland, we will call the sheriff.
Do you think the sheriff will even care? Another rectangle prostitute thinks not
Lorraine
to
is not a
You
prostitute.
tell that to the sheriff. If she can give me a name, I have
In the
friends.
morning, we will call the sheriff, Roland.
The sheriff will do nothing, Jenny. Nothing!
Then God will. Vengeance is not ours to exact. We do not meet violence with violence. Enough questions for now. Send for Dr. Wells. You're in the guest bedroom next to mine, and
You will do nothing of the kind. I will not sleep in the same house with a harlot.
Then where exactly are you going to sleep, grandmother?
Nothing. You are impertinent.
No, I am a property owner. You are impertinent.
I'll pack my things. I want you always to remember, Virginia, that you have turned down your own flesh and blood in
The guest bedroom.
She has something in your shawl. You're clutching it.
Just be still. Just be still and nobody will be hurt. Just be still. Why?
Shouldn't we have heard word by now?
Patience, Henry. Patience.
The polls closed at 6, 4 hours ago. Edna
We
should
have
be here.
all those ballots to count, and Edna does have a newspaper to run.
Ah, King, how did I miss that? The fairer sex is not known for its analytical skills.
This is important.
Of course it is. A bunch of anti-saloon reform candidates against the political machine. And an enormous paper on one side and Jasper Chase is on the other. Change the whole way this town's run. Heck, this one election could change the course of the entire universe. But there's not a thing you can do about it now, Henry, so just sit down. Oh, Felicia, please bring this man a fresh cup of chamomile tea to calm his nerves.
I'll brew a fresh pot.
And try to enjoy it, Henry.
Enjoy it.
May as well. There's not a thing you can do about it now. It's in God's hands, and the hands of the voters. Now there's a marriage made in heaven.
Yes, but what if we lose?
Then we try again.
I know, but
Ha! King.
Tarnation? How'd I miss that?
The elderly aren't known for their mental quickness.
not yet. What do you hear?
It doesn't look good out there. The saloons are packed, and there's lots of angry talk. I thought the saloons were closed.
Technically speaking, they are. They can't sell liquor on election day, so they're giving it away.
But how can they afford to do that?
Lots of rich owners behind those saloons. One I can think of in particular. They figure if they're buying some votes.
That is, if the voters are sober enough to find the polls. Henry, when it comes time to leave here, might be a good idea to leave in groups.
Mrs. Maxwell, please do.
This must be difficult for you, with your father on the other side of the ticket.
Not really. I moved out. I don't see my father or my sister very much anymore.
I'm sorry.
Pastor Maxwell, would you like some tea?
Oh, no, thank you. So you don't talk with your parents anymore?
They're at First Church every Sunday, but we never speak. I love them both.
Would it help if I spoke with your father?
No. Father blames you for everything.
And what does Rose think?
Rose? Well, Rose doesn't know what to think. She's never had to. Father always did that for us.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother, the father the child. The children shall rise up against their parents, and ye shall be hated for my name's sake.
Very good, Rumblin.
Jasper's not the only one who can familiar sight.
How's your grandmother, Rollins?
Living with relatives in Missouri,
Do you hear from her?
not a word. The man's foe shall be the of his own household.
Ain't that the truth?
Sorry I missed the service, the election.
Anything yet?
Still too early. But there's a rumor that the 2nd and 3rd wards have gone almost solid for no license.
Praise the Lord.
Now, remember, it's just a rumor. Might not be true.
Might be wishful thinking.
Did Lorraine come back with you?
She's out by the carriage.
Is she all right?
Oh, yes. She stopped to talk to a couple of young ladies from the pledge group.
This is so exciting. Democracy in action. Oh, but I wish Miss Powers was here to see this.
Amen.
Did they ever catch those burglars who killed her?
No, they didn't.
Sad.
Pastor Maxwell. Pastor Maxwell. I was just speaking to Harry and Gwendolyn. They're just by the saloons, and they say there's a bunch of awful mad folks down there. They say the saloons are closing on account of the tent church.
This sounds bad.
Well, we've never had any trouble here before.
They say the nurse's been drunk before.
I don't mean to tell you what to do, Henry, but it might be a wise idea to break camp and head for home.
We could go to the newspaper office. Be the best place to get our election news anyway.
All right, then.
I'll keep a lookout from the back.
I'll go with you, Millie.
Can someone help me with the TVs?
Oh, I'll help you. I will too.
Party breaking up?
What are you doing here, Jasper?
I'm covering the election for my paper. Got word Miz was here.
There's nothing going on here, Jasper.
Well, you don't mind if I just wait around a while.
We do mind. Get out of here, Jasper, before I forget I'm a lady.
Just be still. Be still and no one will get hurt. What? What are you gonna do, Matt?
They're coming here from all directions. They got clubs and bats.
How many?
Couple hundred, I judge.
It's too late to get out.
Gonna have to make our stand here, General Custer. By the sound of it, we got nowhere to go.
Okay, everyone remain calm. Stop! Now, let's calm down. You can beat me half to death. You can kill me for all of that, but it's not going to change the votes.
Who do you think you
The
are?
ballots have been cast. And what have you won?
We did not win!
The votes aren't all counted for. Nobody knows who won. You had a better chance to win than we did. What if you won? And if you did, what would be the point of all of this?
Shut up, Maxwell. Don't you see what he's doing? Stuffing his knob and blarney down your throat, just like he's always done.
Yeah.
Never missed a meal in their lives, bunch of rich leeches.
First church trip.
Oh, except for that one. Little Lorraine. Most you men know Lorraine. Most you men know Lorraine real.
Be looking for you tonight, Lorraine.
You say one more word, you drunken coward, and you're taking your teeth home in a cigar.
You hear that? The rich boy's gonna hurt me. I'll wait to get you a twist.
Go get her! Don't! There is no way you could win a fair fight with this man. He would cheat! Now listen, all of you. What Lorraine was has no bearing on what she has become. And the same thing
You don't listen to
Shut up! Saul persecuted the church for years as you are doing now. But God changed his heart and gave him a new name, and God made him Paul. The very man who spread the good news that brought us here to this tent. Now, I've seen some of you. Actually, I've seen most of you here for our meetings. Now, I don't care what you've been, but better than that, Jesus doesn't care what you've been. He knows what you can become. As Lorraine has become, and as I have seen so many of you become. It's not too late to ask him to change you too. It's never too late.
Don't listen. Get up. Hold on the tent.
You, Mr. Birkin, I know who sent you. This man you're following is employed by Lucian Sterling.
Sterling?
about you. He wants to keep selling you liquor. He doesn't like what's happening here in this tent, and he wants to stop it. So he and his friends give you free liquor all day long and send you out to do their dirty work. You are being used. You have always been used. Go home. I'll see you in church here tomorrow evening. But for right now, go home.
Come on, guys. Nobody talks back. Thank you.